Alright, welcome back everyone, it's your Code King Zaf here. Let's do an updated juicy Hunter tier list video. Yes, that's right. As you know, we just got Lennart Niermann and a bunch of other Hunter changes. And some of you might say, Zaf, what do you mean by Hunter changes? Well, we got a bunch of adjustments to Hunters like Choi, Charlotte, Harper, we have Lim, we have Sormain, a ton of Hunters just got buffed, so I do want to cover that in our tier list to see which Hunters are the best, because honestly speaking, some of these Hunters like Charlotte and Harper have become much more viable based on the intense buffs they just got. But I do want to mention very quickly, if you want a bunch of free codes, make sure you jump in and support us. You press that button, then you wait a few hours after supporting, and all the codes we send to your My Page section on the website, you press the My Page, and you can find the codes right here to your receipt benefits. So it is vital that you support, otherwise you're missing out on so many benefits like Essence Zones, Marks of Time, Mana Power Extracts, SSR Hunter Designs, and much more. And also big shout out to Shiro, the first comment to our last video. Here's your shout, bro, and enjoy that juicy Discord roll, of course. Now, when it comes to the brand new Hunter tier list, I do want to cover some very special Hunters when it comes to the Hunters that just got buffed. Well, some of them didn't necessarily get major buffs like Dongso. He is still pretty much a poopy Hunter, more or less, where he doesn't really have any viability to him. He is much stronger, but right now, I don't see the usage out of him. He is still not strong enough to make him viable, even on a team of Lennart Niermann. He is still not that good, so I do feel like he deserves a bump up because his damage should increase, so I do want to put him in the A tier for now, but I don't know, we'll see what happens there. He is still a very lackluster Hunter, and speaking of lackluster, we have Lim, and same thing. Although he did get a little bit of a buff to his ultimate damage and his skills, he is still fairly weak, but I do want to put him up in our A tier just because on a team of Harper, he does become just a bit more viable with the bonus ultimate damage he just gets. So I'm going to put him right over here in terms of viability. He has breaks, he has damage, but it's just not enough to make him viable. But I do want to mention when it comes to our dark units, we do have some brand new improvements. So we do have Sormain. He did get a buff, but it's not substantial enough. I still believe he's an S tier unit. Somewhere around this spot right here is where he deserves to be. But when it comes to Charlotte and Harper, they are actually much better than before. Charlotte got a major bonus to her ultimate skill damage from 3,800% all the way to 4,500%, which is huge. No other Hunter got buffed that much, so honestly, when it comes to that buff alone, it made her all that much better. But I do want to mention she got even more buffs when it comes to her tier advancements. Watch this. When it comes to tier 1, she got a bonus 15% dark damage amount when you use her basic skill, which is honestly not that bad, and a defense increase to her tier 2 advancement. But that is not all. We have Harper, who is the main buffer for Charlotte, and she just got a double stacking bonus to her A5 advancement, giving us double the ultimate skill damage taken from Dark Hunters, up to a 64% amount, which is huge. Trust me, this made them actually viable for game modes such as the guild boss, making them so strong. So when there's a dark one right now, they're actually very viable. So I do want to move them up. A lot of you are not gonna like this, but this is my opinion and my opinion alone. I do feel like she gets moved up all the way to the SS tier, just based on the fact that there currently are only dark hunters. Trust me, they are very strong right now. Their viability has increased if we want dark units, but that is only if we want dark units, because otherwise their usage is pretty, well, let's just say they don't have a usage out there right now. So in terms of general use, I would put them right over here, but their damage is very viable now. When it comes to a guild boss, they are easily an SS tier hunter, but when it comes to, I guess, just regular rankings, they're still an S tier hunter for me. They're just not going to be used that much. And speaking of seeing not too much use, Mirei right now, based on Lennart Niermann, is going to see a bit less usage, but still, she is a very strong and capable hunter. She is still an SS tier hunter for me, but her viability in terms of summons has dropped. When it comes to priority, Lennart Niermann should be number 1 for the win category. His damage is so darn good. And speaking of win units, I do feel like Goto right now is at the top of the SS tier based on these hunters right now. Just because he can deal so much damage, heal breaks, provide buffs, he does it all. One of the best hunters in the game, period. He is so darn good. I do feel like he's a bit better than Soren, although Soren is very good. I feel like Goto just takes the cake, where we do use him more often in terms of game modes for jinwoo and our hunters. He's just so darn good, especially for the early to mid game, even late game. He's just used across every single game mode and every single stage of the game. He's just used everywhere, trust me. He is one hunter you want to get 100% for sure. Now, when it comes to other hunters like Thomas Andre, I'm going to make an unpopular choice right here. I'm going to put him under our breakers because when it comes to our boy, the Goliath, his usage is dropping every single update. That is until we get a brand new light mode to make him shine. Right now, he's great. His damage is perfect, but we just don't need a summon for him. I can't think of anything that we really need him on besides like power destruction and maybe the guild boss if we have a mode where we do have the light weakness and nothing else to really fill in that gap. So he's great. Trust me, he's one of the best hunters in the game, but he's just not like a Z tier hunter anymore. Maybe in the future we'll see, but right now in the S tier he goes. But when it comes to our other breakers, we have Esil, and she's a Z tier hunter still for me, only if she's paired with, yes you guessed it, Kanae. They're still one of the best combinations out there, but again, only if they're together. Separately, they're actually not like that crazy, though Kanae can solo. We still want Esil and team with her. Without Esil, I think Kanae is still like an S tier unit, probably around this spot here. She is very, very strong, but with Esil, they become a tag team that you have to rock. The same goes for Gina, of course. She is just so darn good. Gina with this team combination is just beautiful, but right now when it comes to Gina in the S tier, she basically lands. When it comes to other sports as well, when it comes to Min, Hansame, Lee, Bora, Choi is a sport unit by the way, they are all very good, so in the S tier they go. They have varying use case scenarios, though I think we could say right now for Hansame, she probably can go up a tier because she can be used for Lennart Niermann, making him even more viable. They are a perfect combination because Hansame does provide buffs to the defense category, so I do think right now she deserves a spot in the S tier because she is used for late game content. When it comes to Yagmon hard mode, she can easily clear it when paired up with either Mirei or also Lennart Niermann. And I guess I should comment about our A tier hunters. I mean, Emma we just don't use besides, I guess, Battlefield Time and also Guild Boss, but besides that, not too much usage. Alicia has fallen off. We have Wetchaw to completely replace her. We have Akari and she's trash. We have Wu, who has varying use cases right now, hardly any. I mean, maybe for the proof is strong, we'll put him on a jinwoo team to give him more dashes, otherwise, yeah, kinda meh. We do have Yuno as well, and if we're not looking at his furry version, he is just not that good, and Jiwoo just awful, not good at all. But for the guild boss, she can be viable for the water category, otherwise she's just not useful anymore. But when it comes to usefulness, I do feel like Yoo Soohyun is still very good in terms of damage and also buffs. It's kind of hard to place her anywhere on here just because she has like very useful case scenarios and she has some varying use cases where she's just not that good. So I do want to put it right here between Thomas Andre and Mirei. I do feel like Thomas Andre is a better summon because we have other fire hunters to go for. So right now Yoo Soohyun, I feel like right in our SS here in the middle in terms of usefulness and in terms of, I guess, survivability. She will land in that spot, but when it comes to units like Wetchaw, she is very good still at the top of our tier list. But do not forget, we have Lennart Niermann. Ooh, where does he go? Well, when it comes to Lennart, that's actually not an easy choice. I do feel like he's easily, and I mean easily, a top tier S tier unit, but does he deserve a spot in the Z tier? Honestly, I do think so. He has a lot of damage, he has a lot of use cases, but also he is a very easy hunter to use. He is so simple to just whip out. You spam, you rotate. He has super armor buffs. He just does it all. One of the easiest hunters I've ever used, and his damage is crazy. You swap into Goto, you break, you deal more damage. Use Hansame, get the buffs off, swap back, and swap again because honestly, when it comes to Lennart Niermann, use him for a second and he swaps out. The rotation is in and out, dealing so much damage, and he just never ever dies. So in the Z tier he does go. He is a bit weaker than Wetchaw. I mean, kind of makes sense, right? First tier anniversary hunter, but based on his kit right now, based on his usefulness, he is just so darn good. So I do recommend him if you want to win hunter. His damage, his use case, and his just ease of use is so nice. So Lennart Niermann, he does get my ZAF seal of approval. But when it comes to hunters here, in the comment section, let me know. If you agree or disagree, let me know. I love to see everyone's opinions. But on that note, that's all for you today. Make sure you jump in and support us if you want some free codes sent directly to you. That way, you don't miss on the benefits. So on that note, this is your Code King Zap signing out. See you in the next juicy video, of course.